Hey guys, this is episode 69 of What's in the Bag. And yes, I know, you have to look at my ugly mug again. But, got some cool stuff this time. Some VHS, got some steelbooks, and got a couple of video games. It's going to be kind of a new one for this particular show. But, let's dig right in. I'm going to get the VHS knocked out of the way first. First one up is Ghost. Pretty good box, pretty good shape, good condition. I like it. Next one, my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Last Action Hero. I like the artwork on this one. I love the artwork on the back. It's pulled directly from the poster. If you've never seen this movie, do yourself a favor and watch it. It's fantastic. And a true nostalgic one for me, Where the Red Fern Grows. My grandmother used to have this movie, used to watch it a lot. Cried every single time. One of my favorite books as a kid. Frosty the Snowman, which I just like that we were able to find this on VHS. I mean, we have it. I actually have it on DVD. There it is. Yeah, I talked about that before. The Christmas classic, which has all of them, but it was a good find. All right, now, oh yeah, Sleepless in Seattle too. One of the few quote-unquote chick flicks that I like a lot. I love this movie. And now we're going to get into a couple of interesting things. I have unopened VHSs, and some of these are originals. So, we got The Beatles Live. This is from 1985, Dave Clark International, EMI Records. And this is recorded live in 1964. I'm not sure from where, though. I mean, where they were when they recorded this. I can't see. There's a big sticker right over top of it. Yeah, I can't see. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on what this is. Probably not gonna open this because, I mean, I could probably find these, on YouTube somewhere. So, all right, Risky Business. I do not think that this is this is obviously not an original release because it is from the Warner Brothers Century collection, but it's still cool to find this one unopened. This one has a really good box. I always like the cover of this. It's simple, just Tom Cruise with the shades down, but it's done in kind of an interesting art style. It's not exactly a picture, but it's not a drawing either. This one's really cool. Blue Angels, View from the Cockpit, hosted by Leslie Nielsen. We used to watch the Blue Angels a lot. They would, when we lived in Alaska, they would come up to the Air Force Base occasionally, and so I have got to see them. I think we went to go see them twice. This one is also unopened, but I will be opening this because I want to watch it. So, yeah. Publisher's Choice Video is who released this. I remember them. They used to advertise on TV all the time when I was a kid. Oh my god. Actually, I'm going to save that one for last. Last one. This one is not unopened. I wish that it was. But it is the extended version of Lord of the Rings: Two Towers on VHS. Special extended VHS edition. It's how they were released at first, and then they eventually just released them as the extended editions. This This is really cool. I would be interested in watching this on VHS. I'm hoping to be able to find the rest of them. I'm working on it. Last VHS I saved this one for last because this is just too cool. I can't believe I found this. Back to the Future unopened. Now, this is not an original release. This was released in 94, 95, I believe. Yes. But this was from McDonald's. McDonald's was running something where you could get VHS movies for $2.50 a piece. It was a mail-in rebate thing. Back to the Future, American Tail, Five Will Goes West, The Land Before Time, and Field of Dreams were the 4 that they offered. But to find this, it still has the McDonald's sticker on it, and it is still sealed, still original sealed. I could not believe I found this for $1. I couldn't pass it up. I had to get it. That's so cool to have in our collection. Now we're going to switch over to some other stuff. First one I want to get, I'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. We have a new HD DVD to add to our collection. It's actually a double feature, Road to Rio and Road to Bali. So this is pretty cool. Which, yeah, nice to be able to find another one of these because they are getting difficult to find. We got a regular DVD. This is called The Buttercream Gang. This was a movie that was released by Feature Films for Families, which is a company that released films that had a high morals in them. They weren't like Focus on the Family, which had a very heavy religious Christian aspect, but there was a lot of Christian aspects in the things that they were releasing, but they weren't outright Christian. And I remember this movie a lot. I had this one and one other one, but I can't remember the name of the other one. I'm still trying to think of it. But this was good. It was just about 4 friends that, were friends when they were younger. They grow apart as they're older. One of them moves back into town, and he's kind of become a criminal, and they're trying to help save him. It's a good little moral family flick. It's got some good stuff in it, and oh man, this is a nostalgic throwback for me. That's all it is. I'm serious. Alright, we got some steel books now. First one up, Wanted, the comic book cover. I really thought that we already had this, but apparently we did not. And this is also the French version. So that's cool. Still sealed too. Found it for super cheap too. I think I only paid like $5 for this or something like that. Maybe 7. What else we got? X-Men, Days of Future Past. This is a really good one to find. I was so happy because I'm working on finding all of the X-Men movies. I'm missing 2 now. Unfortunately, it has the movie in it. It has everything in it. It has the fan art book still in it even, which is really good to find. It's just the regular Blu-ray. It does not. I was hoping that it would have another slot so I could put the road cut in, because the road cut of this movie is better in my opinion. And they didn't release the road cut on Steelbook. So I take what I can get though. But this was still a good find. Alright. Now something interesting here. This is called Sukiyaki Western Django. It is a Japanese movie. It is from Takashi Miike, who is a Japanese director mainly known for horror. He did Audition. He made Audition. He made Ichi the Killer, which are 2 movies that I have seen and I will never unsee because they are just so hard to watch. That's all I'll say about this. But it fascinated me that he would make a Japanese spaghetti western, because Japanese love spaghetti westerns, love the idea. So it just really intrigued me. And something else that's really interesting, considering what the movie is about, and it even says on the front, an epic tale of blood, lust, and greed. By the way, Quentin Tarantino is in this as well. That's what the actual disc looks like. That's ridiculous. I don't even know if Japan takes itself seriously sometimes. But I have not watched this yet. I'm looking forward to watching it. Actually, I may do that tonight. Alright. I got this one, I've never seen this. I've heard of it, but I had to pick it up for a couple of reasons I'll explain. It's called Paris Je t'aime. I may have butchered that. It's a somewhat romance movie. It's a movie about Paris, so it's a love story, and it, because of course it is, but it's also, from what I've read of the reviews, it's really a movie about people, and I like that. But Natalie Portman stars in it, so of course that's a reason why I had to pick it up. Plus, it is a steelbook.com limited edition, and I found it for $10. I can't pass that up. Steelbook.com limited editions are usually pretty rare, and they usually go for some pretty high prices. So, I grabbed that. I'll watch it sometime. It's, like I said, Natalie Portman's in it. I'll watch pretty much anything that she's in. So, last two things I have are actually video games, but I'm counting them because they're steelbooks. Well, the first one I'm counting as a steelbook, Gears of War. It's actually a 10-pack or a metal pack, but I'm gonna count it. But it's pretty cool. It has a little book with it that's inside look at Gears of War. It's got a lot of like promotional artwork, things like that in it. A lot of art in it. It's got some good behind-the-scenes stuff. It has character, basically character cards in it. It talks about the story. Got some good stuff in it. And then, of course, it has. Unfortunately, it did not actually have the game in it, but it does have the bonus disc that is included in this collector's edition, which is the important thing, because the game itself is for Xbox 360. I could pick one up for probably $10. I just need to head up and do it so I can put it in here and have this set complete. The bonus disc and all the other stuff is what I was really concerned about. Plus it's got of course the manual and things like that. I just thought it was a pretty cool set. I thought it was good artwork. So there you go. And I was really happy to find this because I've actually been looking for this one for a while. It's the Halo 2 Limited Collector's Edition Steelbook. It's a little bit beat up. The Steelbook itself is a little bit beat up, but it has both books that came with it. Obviously the manual, and this one is a backstory of what is going on within Halo 2. Basically gives you the whole story, and then the discs. Obviously, it's got the actual original disc, and then it also has the Xbox Live disc, which is pretty cool. They're both in here. Obviously, I already have this game. I have it a couple of different ways. I love the Halo franchise. I've got it on my Xbox One, but I've been looking for this particular steelbook for a while. I've been wanting to pick it up, and I believe that they also did one for Halo 1 and 3, at least Halo 3, so I'm going to have to be on the lookout for that as well. But that's all I got. Like I said, I got kind of some interesting stuff. So our new overall total is $20.89. VHS goes up to $128. Steelbooks goes up to $221 now. I am counting the video games in my Steelbook total, but I'm not including them in the overall total. If that makes any sense, because our overall total is just movies, but I want to include them in my Steelbook total just for me. And then our HD goes up to 31. So that's great. And Michael will be back for the next episode to talk about his find from our the day out, and then I'll be back after that because I've got a big box of stuff over there that I'm going to go through. So, see you next time.